So I'm sitting here pondering intuition, thinking about it. I've been reading a lot more about it, watching a lot of videos, and trying to just really understand everything there is to know about intuition, because I think it is so important for us as human beings to be able to tap into our intuition so we know how we can live in flow and how we can use our essence to really contribute to the world. So, one of the ways that we can tap into our intuition is simply just by listening to it. And what do I mean by that? There is a voice in your head, and it will tell you to do something. And when it is in the highest good of yourself or someone else, for Pete's sake, just do it. Let me give you an example. I'm walking through Walmart and I had this scarf on. This was a couple years ago. And it was brand new and I loved it. And every time I wore it, I got compliments. And as I'm walking through Walmart, a woman and her daughter, she was probably in her, let's say 60s, and her daughter maybe in her 30s or 40s. They walk past me and the mother compliments my scarf, and I'm like, yes, thank you very much. I just got it, just said thank you, walked on, whatever. And as I passed her in my shopping cart, the voice in my head, like clear as day, said, give her the scarf. And I stopped and I was like, no, you're crazy, voice in my head. I'm not going to give this random lady my scarf. And it said, give her your scarf. And so I literally just thought, this is the weirdest thing I've ever done. And I stopped my cart and I turned around and I walked up to her and I took my scarf off and I put it around her neck. Okay, first of all, that in itself is really weird, but I did it. And I said, I really want you to have this. And she's like taken back. What? No, I couldn't take your scarf. I'm like, no, it's fine. I know where I can get another one. Don't worry about it. You can have it. And that was really it. She was like, oh, okay, thank you. I think she was just really taken back that someone would even do this because it's kind of random in a Walmart. Although there are lots of random things in Walmarts. This was just another one. So a couple aisles later, her daughter comes up to me and says, you've got to come talk to my mom. She's got to tell you something. So I go back a few aisles and we meet up and we introduce each other to one another. And she proceeds to tell me how her husband was diagnosed with cancer, isn't doing well. It's been a real struggle for them for the last few months. And they just got back from the hospital and she was just feeling so down that this one moment was the nicest thing that anyone has done for her in a really, really long time. Now, her daughter didn't have to come up to me and tell me that. It could have just been an act that I just did because the voice in my head said to do it, and maybe it would have been nothing, and this woman would have just went on her way thinking some random woman gave her a scarf in Walmart one time. But it did have meaning, and it did have an impact on this lady's life. And honestly, from that moment on, I've trusted my intuition for most of my life, but from that moment on, I knew that when the voice in my head is asking me to do something that's in my highest good or that's in the highest good of someone else, just to listen to it. Because what are you going to lose by giving out a compliment? Or what are you going to lose by sending that loving email or that kind text? There's really nothing. You can only build up someone. So listen to that voice in your head when it says to do something good for someone else, and let me know if you've ever had this experience or anything like it. And that's it. That's all I wanted to say today. So thank you all. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.